Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our AngelBobsOmni playthrough. So we are going to make some progress today. In this update, I changed around a couple of the mod settings, and you can see we removed a lot of recipes, which is helpful. I removed the size 4 and size 5 solar panels, and that removes a lot of technologies and items. I also downloaded AAI transmission, which will allow us to get signal transmitters and signal receivers, and I modded their electricity costs to be a bit more reasonable. The transmitter was 10 megawatts, and the receiver was 500 kilowatts. So, or no, the receiver was 2 megawatts. Sorry. So I cut them both. I mean, I cut that one in 20, and I cut this one in, I don't know what that is, like 15 or something. Just because, like I said, we're only going to be transmitting, from like here to, I don't know, from here to here. And those power costs are designed with interplanetary transmission in mind, and we only have one planet here, so I figure it's fair for those to cost less energy. Other than that, I think that's everything I have to say. So, oh, I also, no, it's not everything I have to say. I tested the 30,000 thing that I asked in the last episode when I was like, what would happen if I requested 30K? Would it try to load that into one train or make 2 orders? So I made a new loading station and tried it out, and it does in fact make 2 separate orders. It does know how much fits on one train. I'm guessing it can read the stack size, and it can read the number of stacks that fit in a train at the same time, and it does the math. So I need that one. So we will have to manually move all this Omnite over now, which is kind of annoying, I guess, but we'll move that over. So let me put all this in here, grab all the Omnite, and then we'll just put it in here so this won't have to request Omnite for a very long time. Oh. Why do I have... Oh, that's not good. Is that part of my blueprint then? Oh, it is. Shoot. Well, I've remade this blueprint about 1,000 times. I guess we can make it once more. Okay, I actually still have the Omnite off from last time I copied this because I had to change things so many times. I will just leave it like this. Oh, I gave away my blueprint book. Alright, everything's fine. Everything is fine. And this needs to have Omnite or at negative 20,000. Bam. Makes a new delivery. Let me go grab all my junk. It's a lot of items. And then open up trains. This goes in here. This one gets deleted. This becomes the new unload station. Deleting those items. Don't need this or that. Unload station. Save. Okay, that looks good. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to have a loading station. Which I guess I will put... Yeah, I can delete this one now. No, what? Oh, gosh. Well, this is what I get for not understanding how blueprint books work. Somehow that blueprint I thought was in the book, but you can't delete it out of... Oh, also my corner bricks is in the inventory. I guess you can't delete it from your inventory when it's in a book. I don't know exactly what just happened there. Let's try again. I seriously think I've done this 10 times by now, because I copied it one time with the Omnite request, still on the requester. I copied it all sorts of wrong ways. Okay, get rid of all these builds. Okay, maybe this time. Maybe. Unload station. Save blueprint. Okay, it's actually in the book. That's the Helmod Smart Tool. I can delete that one. There we go. Much better. Get rid of that inserter and that belt. And this is yellow now. I don't know what yellow means. That's probably not good. Maybe that a train's on the way. Where actually is Omnite ore, even? Omnite ore. Oh, it's in intermediate products. Interesting. Omnite, negative 28,000. Okay. So that's figuring itself out. Now we need to load up a warehouse, which I will do here. Need our blank station. Bam. And then get another, what are those called? Signal on the end there. And this guy is going to be a provider. Provide threshold. I think 500 is fine for ores. We're not going to need a ton. Okay. So what we want is a warehouse. Filter inserters. And we are about to see what kind of circuit wizardry magic we can do. Because essentially, I'm going to have to pull the request from the logistic train stop, which I think can be done from here. We'll see. Crushed or load. I guess the first thing to do is to bring the ores over and load them in. And I'm not going to worry about a large rate because of the ore salting. We don't need a very fast rate of ores. Oh, and these don't even need to be filters. Already filtered. They do need to have a condition, though. You're only going to load if saphirite ore is less than 1,000. We'll go up to 2,000 each. And then I'll just copy that, because then it's easy. Wait, I need a circuit. Circuit wire. I'll change that to steerotite. Bring these three over. Okay. Now come up to here. I should probably have all of them be sideways inserters of some sort to at least get a little bit of a better rate. And I also need light over here. Much better. And then circuit. You are bobmonium or less than 2,000. You are rubyite or. And you are coal, which is petrochemical. All right. So, what remains to be seen is what the heck this circuit outputs. And I probably need some red cable. as well. Because essentially what we're going to want... Yeah, let's make an unloading station. So we don't have any corners left. I'll just make it right here, and then we'll make a little turnaround loop. So that the train can still get out. Let's get rid of some trees. Although that will bring the biters even closer to attacking. Oh yeah, I forgot to get the mod that lets me change the map settings. I will do that eventually. Okay, switch back to nanobots. You need to turn around. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully the train will figure itself out. And we need a train stop. And then this is going to be a requester. Request threshold, I'll just call it, honestly, 200. I want to transport small amounts of things. This is more testing capability than throughput. And let's make a silo or two, just so we can unload it as fast as possible. Get some power over here. I think that's everything we need. So let's make a request for 200 sapphirite ore. Turn it off for a second. 200 on. No station. Oh, I selected the wrong one. Do not need compressed sapphirite ore. Just the regular is good enough. Negative 200 on. No station supplying sapphirite ore can be found in network. Oh, right. I need to actually connect. Let me disconnect that for a moment. Or we'll connect it to that one. Have it be red. This needs to connect to warehouse. Oh, we actually don't have 200. What is happening? Oh, it looks like we're just having issues with the ore. It's all on that side already, which is kind of an issue. Let's see. So what we kind of want is something like this. Alright, well we're at 200, and I still haven't seen provider, threshold at 200. Oh, sorry, I need to connect. Oh, they are connected. Yeah, the input's connected. Oh, it's crushed sapphirite ore. Oof, almost got ran over. This needs to be crushed. I wish you could keep the number the same but change the item. Is that not possible? Doesn't look like it is. Anyway. Crushed sapphirite. Negative 200 on. There we go. Okay, so that's going to create the delivery. Now the question is, what is this outputting? Is this outputting anything? Ooh, it is. See, it's telling me at once 200 it's also telling me other things, which is annoying. I was hoping it would only tell me. It's also telling me 2 wagons, 1 locomotive. I don't know what those signals mean exactly. So essentially, I need a way to translate that signal plus the train. What happens if we connect the train stop itself to a power pole? That's not giving me anything. Is it telling me the items inside of the train? It is. Okay, cool. So, what we need to do, and I know there are probably simpler ways to do this, one of which is just provide multiple stations, but I actually like to solve stuff like this once in a while. And it's kind of like what we did in space exploration. So what we want to do is we want to basically cancel out all of those other ones. Because stack filter inserters can only have 1 filter, and so that'll be a little bit of a problem if the filter gets set to these train signal things on the right. So we need to subtract those out first. And then we need to multiply what's in the train by -1, and then add it to this, and then hook up all of the inserters. Okay, I think we can figure this out. We can do it. So we'll have a couple arithmetics, a couple deciders. I could also just subtract everything by 3. And that will mess up the orders slightly. I'll get 3 less than I ordered. But then I don't even have to think about those issues and how to get rid of those other 4 signals. If you guys know of a better way, let me know. The reason I'm not just saying, oh, well, I'll just output the stereotype, well, that's because it's going to change, right? Sometimes it's going to have bobmonium requested. Oh, I'm an idiot. I knew something was off. I'm not crushing the rubyite and stereotype, or sorry, rubyite and bobmonium. I'll have to fix that later. Yeah, something about this whole scenario felt off, and that's what was off. We didn't crush those 2 ores. So we'll do that in a minute, after we solve this little problem. So we are just going to do input is each, which is in here, -3, output each. And then we hook that up. We can see nothing. Oh, I never hooked it up. That is hooked to the top of the power pole. It looked like it was hooked up. Perfect. And negatives, I believe, will not interact with filter inserters. So then we want to pass that to the filter inserters, which I'll put on red channel. So these all get hooked up. And we want them all to be set to set filters and read hand contents hold. That will mean that what they have in their hands will count towards the circuit condition as well. The thing I'm worried about is the stack size. Control signal. Probably can't do that. I'm worried about it giving 1 too many. So we could have some issues here. Trying to think. I'm fine with it loading 1 too many as long as there's room in the unloading station and you always unload everything fully, then that should be okay. Oh, right, it just times out, doesn't it? So well, it just went in a circle. Okay, fair enough. It does have a 5-minute timer. That tells me how long I've been sitting here figuring this out. Okay, so then if I connect this to these, wait, it's not going to work because we need to subtract. Right. We need to subtract this signal. Don't worry, we got this. We got this. So then we need another one that multiplies train stop each times -1 output each. And then we want to hook those two outputs together and hook those up to the inserters. Heck, I think that's going to work. Yeah, it definitely gave too many, though. How does it even get there? Oh, it did a little loopy down there. Could it get there other ways? I don't actually think it can. Because it could only be on this inner loop. That's kind of funny. The only way it could do it is by looping around the back there. Which is definitely unintended. And why did it make another order? Oop, almost got run over again. Don't these already have 200? Oh, classic. I forgot to hook these up to the input. Okay. That one has 216 as well. What I'm worried about is if the inserters get off sync. Because when they're all going together, it's fine. Let's change the stack size of a couple of these to 1. Oh, but they'll still be in sync. What I need is for somehow these to be out of sync. Can I craft the fast inserters yet? Bronze. How do I make bronze? Is there an easy way to make it? I need 10 ingots, copper ingots. That's going to be a lot of work. I guess another way to do this is to have a sideways inserter, but the problem is these are all positioned in such a way that that's not possible. I guess let's just do this. Just so we can kind of test what all's happening. Okay. So those two will load in. We'll make it do another request real quick. I'll load this back in here. Try not to get run over. Delete U3. Oh, right. I need to do the thing I actually meant to do, which is put sapphirite in that little chest. Okay, so now we'll see if this actually works or not. I'm thinking it might not. Yeah, there's a weird glitchiness. Why is it going back up? I feel like the numbers should be only going down. They are reading the hand contents. $198. Why is it short? Oh, because I'm subtracting everything by 3. Balderdash. Shoot. That's funny. So, in this case, it was working correctly? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So when they were timed together, we gave too much? That's weird. Okay. So, to compensate for the 3, should I just add 3 and multiply by -1? Okay, so wait, the negative represents what's already on the train. That means what's on the inserters also needs to be added into what's on the train. Oof. So that's why the hand contents we're actually adding to the request, not to what's on the train. So that means we need to invert the signal differently. Oh, is that even gonna work? I'm gonna have to have 2 different colors attached to the inserters, because the red will need to send a signal to say, hey, this is what I'm holding. That gets taken off of the request. And this is the original request. Maybe I should flip those. Is there a way that that works? No, because the request needs to set the filters. And that, I think negatives don't filter properly. Let's find out. Let's switch this connection to just being connected to here. Well, who knows what just happened, but... Huh. Okay, so let's grab this stuff real quick. So make another request. The signal does include those things. But why is the filter not showing it? Does it only filter the largest signal, it looks like? So when it gets down to 2, it's going to be confused? Yeah, they freaked out for a second. And he's still holding stuff. Alright, definitely not good. Okay, I figured it out. We have figured out the things. I am a real dingus, because this is actually really simple. All I need to do is have a single constant combinator. And this guy, which it still weirds me out that you can rotate them, he is just going to output. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. What do you mean wire cannot reach? Oh, this looked like one wire. So this is still going to input here. We're going to multiply each. Oh no, that's the negative one. So I'm just going to add in the signal. Okay. So we need to queue up the request again so we can see what the signals were. And don't get run over, don't get run over. Perfect. So we're just going to send a negative number of those signals. So here it's sending the red, and it looks like we're going to have to change these signals as the tiers go up too. So I'll probably want to cover all my bases. So it's the signal for the regular locomotive. Yeah. So I'll want to send -100 of each of these. So that one, this one, and Mark 3, -100. And then it's the cargo wagon, not armored cargo wagon. Oh, and fluid wagon too. Man, this is a fun challenge. Okay, so fluid wagon, Mark 2, fluid wagon Mark 3. Don't care about things being armored. Then we need cargo wagon. Encoded positions of cargo wagon Mark II. Oh, is that telling me that the cargo wagon is in the second slot? Maybe that's what that is. LTN has some functionality that I've never gotten into. And then we need these other red ones. Encoded positions of every locomotive. -100 of every cargo wagon. -100. And of every fluid wagon. -100. So then that will output. Copy that into my trains network. Just to have. I don't want to do that again. So need more wire. So if we attach that to here, there we go. It's a bunch of negatives that don't matter. And it's kind of annoying to look at, but we can always see the positive request in the forefront there. So the request is positive because it needs to set the filter. What's in the train has to be negative. And what's in the inserters has to be negative. So the inserters need to be hooked up to what's in the train. And that needs to be going into the input here. This pole is confusingly placed. Okay, so this is what's in the train. That's being multiplied by -1. So that needs to be combined with what's in the inserter's hands. Oh, but I can't set the filter from one color and read the hand contents from another. Well, we might just be screwed. We might just be screwed. Is there a way to do this? I'm actually starting to get stumped. Because hand contents need to combine with combine with what's in the train, but then the filter needs to be set from the request, which is a different thing. There's got to be a way to do this. So what if I had a constant combinator that was outputting the different things that are in the warehouse, and we multiplied that? Can we do each times each? Does that actually work? And then we only get the one signal out that we want. I don't know what that accomplishes, but we're just trying to figure stuff out here. So if I have that one and that one, and then have another combinator here, and we have the request hooked up. Input signals. Oh, I don't want that to be red. Oops. Want that to be green. Okay, so if we do each times each, what happens? I'm just going to get everything squared, right? Oh, I can't even do each times each. Yeah, okay. Okay. Is this possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? Set stack size based on a control signal. Well, maybe that'll work. Will that work? We still have the issue where the held item is not being added in. I don't know how to make that work. Oh, I think I just need to separate them with a combinator so the signal doesn't run backwards. Maybe that's all it is. Okay, so this is the signal of what they're holding. Green is what you're holding. So that goes in here. And this needs to not be connected to anything else. What is... Oh, this is hooked up to that. There we go. Okay, so green is what you're holding. And we're just going to do each times 1. Output each. So it's not going to modify anything. That signal will get added back into here, which is only connected to the input. I don't even think that... Oh, that's not connected. That's going to the warehouse. That's confusing. I'm going to move that over. That's a separate thing. Okay, so then the output... Or no, the train stop itself, which is reading what's in the train, plus this green line, which is reading what's in the filter inserters. Now, the other problem is that won't it set... So do we just want a pulse? No, we do want hold. Then they'll be seeing their own hand contents as a positive, and then as a negative. So the negative needs to be doubled, because it'll still see it as a positive in the red line as well. Holy crap, this is complicated. That's really complicated. So I think we actually need to multiply that by 2. And then that gets negated in here. And then this was a garbage idea. This is hooked up to the request. You don't need a green line for that. So the request is combined with the constant combinator sent to here. Let's see if that brings the right things. Input signals. I assume once it gets here, there it is, the 200 sapphirite. So then that gets combined with the output of this guy on a red line. Here to here. Why is that not working? What's the red line saying right now? Nothing. Why is it saying nothing? Oh, because I didn't actually do anything with this combinator. Why do I have this combinator? I don't need this combinator, do I? I just do this. Okay, they're currently working. What's gonna happen? I have no idea. Signal's jittering all over the place, which is a bad sign for things not getting stuck. Huh. I think it's because it's taking a tick to multiply it by -1. There's a 1 tick delay in the number not being right, which could end up causing problems. Yeah. Dang. Oh, well, we're not doing the blue signal thing to set the stack size. So how do we do that? Because I would set this to be a certain symbol, but it has to be a certain thing. So like the cyan signal will set the stack size. Why is there still a 2? Oh, because it's holding things. Interesting. So that says -1 because it is holding 1. Oof. I mean, that's what we wanted. I just don't know how it got to -1. Shouldn't have ever picked it up. It's that 1 tick delay. How do we fix that? This is being sent along while this one is being added in. What if I put them... Is it as simple as... Oops, that's not... this connection. So this one's negating things. And then I just want to add those signals together, right? So what if I just do that? And then do each times 1, output each. So that'll literally just fix the jittery delay, maybe? The green signals, yeah, okay. Let's try that. I still don't know how to do the hold thing, so the stack size is still wrong. Which means they'll still pick up 2 if they're only supposed to pick up 1. So that is probably an issue. Also, I'm going to change these to 100, speed up the process a little bit. And just for kicks, we will say that's -103. And that's request threshold of 50. Oh, now what happened? Did I break it? Oh no, our chest just ran out. Okay, let's save the trouble on this trip real quick. Try it again. Yeah, I realized when a train's on the inside rail, it doesn't have an easy way to get to the outside rail without doing some sort of weird loopy like that. Oop, almost just got run over. That was close. Okay. So. It's still doing the jitter. Right, because this is reading the hand content immediately and adding it back in. This is where that 1 tick delay is actually kind of painful. Like, I want to be able to read the hand contents without also telling the other inserters about the hand contents. Yes. There it is. Still holding 1. And what's weird is it even is set to 1 stack size, because I'm not sending a control signal. Okay. Well, this is going to quickly become my nemesis. We might... I don't want to give up, though. I want to figure out how this is possible. Oh. Am I just an idiot? Hold on. Hold on. Settings. Mod settings. Map. LTN. Finish loading. Yes. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I actually do want that to be on. So I'm going to take off the set stack size. I think that'll work. And I think I can even undo some of the nonsense. Because like I said, I'm fine if we add... Oh yeah, I probably should have had the quest threshold a little higher. I'm fine if I add a couple too many of something. I'm never going to request way more than my warehouse can handle. So it's okay if it overloads a little bit. So now it's going to wait for 2 seconds of inactivity before it leaves, which will let all the inserters finish whatever they're holding. So at most, we will have a margin of error of our stack sizes. And for really big stack inserters, like once we get like 10, I might even reduce the stack size down to like 4 so that the error is a little smaller. But yeah, that's it. We fixed it. All this time. Okay, so we need to now modernize this into a system that looks a lot better. And I'm going to copy the package of circuits and everything into a nice little blueprint. I'm still not sure if the numbers were correct, though. So let me turn this off for a second. Take those, turn it back on. So how much is this train going to end up with? 104. Okay. So something was being done right. I'm still just not totally sure about this times -2, or times 2 times -1. So what the inserters are holding gets subtracted twice. And the inserter's filter is being set also by what the inserters are holding. That's what confuses me, is this when the set filters and read hand contents and then you connect inserters to other inserters. It's like if one inserter's holding something, then it's actually setting the filter to the other one of that item. It's all very confusing. But if I give up on reading hand contents, then we're going to end up with too many items, I think. Because this will at least subtract out the hand contents twice. And then on the red line, the hand contents are being added in once. And the red line is the line that is our request, taking out those things. Okay, well, I mean, I think that's all right. So then I want to get all of this compact for our requester station. So I'm going to, and I don't think I needed this last one. It does put the request and the negatives in the same tick, though. And then it takes like 2 ticks for the negative to get back to the filter inserters. Whereas if the way I had it before, the request is getting to the inserters 1 tick faster. Oh, but it still is, because this is not delaying the red signal at all. And it's really the red signal from the, yeah, I don't need this. That's not doing anything. So this can just be hooked up directly to the inserters. And I want to compactify this. I do think I need all 3 of these pieces. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I think this multiplying by 2, only being connected to the inserters, is helping to negate what they're holding from the request. I think that's what's happening there. So I'm going to move this. Oh no, that's as far down as it gets. And then this one is for what the train's holding. I'm going to move that up there. This one is to negate the dumb stuff out of the request. and then that's it. So then the hookup here, and by Jove, I want these power poles. I just don't love the way the other ones look. The way they twist around is so weird. So we're gonna get these going. Okay, so green, this is what the inserters are holding. That's getting negated. That gets added in to what the train has, which is connected to the train stop. And then that gets combined with the output. Like that. And then I'll connect that back to the pole. And so that electric pole needs to be connected with red and green to all the inserters. And the inserters simply need to have set filters and read hand contents hold. Whew. Wow. Well, some of you are going to have loved this episode, and some of you are going to hate it. Also, we disconnected our electricity. I think this was maybe too much circuit craziness, and I'll probably put the title to be something like Circuits. Don't watch this episode if you don't care about circuits, because that's literally all we've done. I mean, literally, we haven't done anything else, have we? Nope. We haven't even crushed this ore. Yeah, it's been fun though. So let's hook all these up. And I'll change this around as we get better inserters. I just can't do anything better at the moment. We need some more red wire. Hook those up. Okay. And then we want all of these to be set filters, read hand hold. Copy all that. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going to copy that set of inserters as loading inserters. This combinator is the magic combinator. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. And then this section of stuff is the... What is this? This is the loading station magic. And I do think that if I just connect red and green to the inserters, which we'll do real quick, that this station will operate properly. Let's find out. I'm going to add a request for Bobmonium, which is not crushed, but we will get that fixed for negative 200. And then I'll add a request for crushed stereotype, negative 250. And we'll see how that works. Well, crap. What's she doing, Willis? 200. Oh, did I hook this up wrong? No, 200. What did I do wrong? Oh, they didn't all get set filters. Oh, okay. I just didn't copy them properly. Delete you. You are the loading inserters now. Look at me. Loading inserters. Save. Okay. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Yep. I missed something. Well, it's still loading. It's gonna load all the Bobmonium we have. Cool, cool. Okay, what did I do wrong? So green is connected to all the inserters. Connected to the input. Are they still set to Bobmonium? Okay, I swear I had set filters just a second ago, copied on all of them. Did I not? How did that... How did that get undone? What is happening? What on earth? It's like the mode of operation is getting changed. What? That feels like I found some sort of glitch or unknown interaction. Like if I paste these actually have bobmonium set. What on earth? Yeah, it's like not copying that setting, but then it is. Okay, now it's set on all of them. I mean, I'm just doing the shift right click, shift left click thing, but it's doing weird stuff on some of them. So we're gonna delete this yet again. Try it one more time. Loading inserters. I have a bad habit of having to make blueprints 50 times. Now I will say the nice thing about blueprints is they don't cost you wire. So, okay, those are correct. So you end up saving yourself a lot of green and red wire by pasting blueprints. I mean, the cost of these wires are very insignificant in the long run, so I don't really feel like that's cheating. Okay, so back to this logic. What did I get wrong? The green is only connected... Let me just double check everything here. Green is connected to the input of this. Maybe I had that wrong. That's multiplying by 2. And that is just reading the hand contents. They're all... That's turned on for all of them. That's on hold. That is connected to the input of the negator. The negator is also connected to the input of the train station, which represents what the train has inside of it. So that's this one. Then the red one is the output, which is connected to the request. And I'm not negating that because it's connected to the output. And that's carrying the output of the negation combined with the request to set the inserters. So I think I fixed that. Let's find out. Yeah, no station supplying bobmonium. That's because you stole all of it. Let's see if that actually does it correctly. Steer it tight back. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. That looks better. Okay, so yeah, we overloaded by 16. I don't feel like I changed anything. I think it was just that weirdness with the inserters was all that was wrong. Like the set filters wasn't working correctly or something. So yep, overloaded by 14. That's fine. Sweet. So I mean, eventually we're gonna have like 18 inserters with a stack size of, 10. So we'll need to think about the fact that we might overload by like, 180 or something if things go incorrectly. So we always just want to make sure we have, enough time to or enough space to unload everything, which obviously if we're only requesting a few thousand, we will. So, well, I'm glad we got that figured out. That will unlock everything I want to do pretty much for the rest of the game. It was definitely complicated. And I don't think I changed anything, right? I will just select new contents though, just to make sure that my loading station magic is correct. We will not have tiles selected or train stop names. Entities we do want. Okay, I don't think I need magic combinator. It's wrapped up in the loading station magic now. Sweet. So this should allow for what I'm trying to do, which is multiple different things provided in the same warehouse to LTN. And we can also easily do multiple things requested, so that will make LTN a lot easier. It's very complicated. Or, well, complicated's not the right word. It's simple to make a station for every item, but it's actually very time consuming and space consuming to have a different warehouse for each of these. Or even just a different chest, or a different train stop, I mean. Like, think this would be 5 different train stops. But instead, it's all just one train stop. And if we start having throughput issues, we just increase the requests a little bit. And then trains don't have to run around as frequently. So, we will need to crush these guys. So let me kind of bring that back. And I know this episode's running a little long, but I do want to finish at least one thing that's not circuit related in this episode. So we'll finish the crushing of these and then be done. Oof, I need to get rid of stuff in my inventory though. Go away, go away, go away. So I probably just want to copy this design. Yeah, I mean, I'll just put that there. And then I'll move these around and I'll put that there. And this will be Bob and Ruby. That'll go down. And this one, let's see. These are now misaligned. What's the rate? 4.5 we said? It's quite a bit. Let's just do one of these on the crushed stone. And then we need... Oh, those don't need to be filters, though. Oh, yep, they do. My bad. Huh. I don't know why I thought they didn't need to be filters. Those need to be crushed stone filters. And then we want... Huh. Is this still the best way to do this? I'm having second thoughts. This I'm gonna move to here. So you can be Bob. Bob the Monium. And then... You know what? That one... This one doesn't need to be a filter inserter, because it knows what it wants. It knows what it wants. And then this guy, we can do the same thing. It will know what it wants. Okay, that's better. And then this nonsense is actually kind of rough. We probably need just a whole nother belt right here of stone stuff, just to make sure. And of course that... How's that already full? We've like not even gotten started on this. And it's already full of crushed stone. That's hilarious. Let's get rid of all of it though. Okay, so hopefully that's crushing properly now. This is crushed bobmonium, crushed rubyite. And then coal we will unload on the side, which does not need to be crushed. It is the exception to the rule. And then that will come out underneath. Okay, there we go. And that doesn't need its circuit connection, for sure. Okay, sideways, 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 and circuit conditions. You need to be if crushed bobmonium is less than, did we say 2,000 for each? You need to be crushed rubyite is less than 2,000, and your coal is less than 2,000. Perfect. And then I need to go take the bobmonium, feed it back into this warehouse. Same with the rubyite. Get rid of all that. Is that all the ores from my inventory, I think? And then take the regular bobmonium. Where did that get off to? Is it over here? Oh gosh, this whole thing is a mess. No, stop. Ooh. Well, I guess we'll see what happens when you break a train. Oh wait, no, it never sent anything. Okay, that's probably for the better. I am curious what happens if the train was on its way and I did that. So this is all rubyite ore. That's a problem. Where did the bobmonium go? Oh. I put the bobmonium in there. It's the rubyite that I never got. Sorry guys, I think all that circuit condition stuff played with my head a little bit. Get rid of this. So these circuit conditions are not working. That's the wrong one. Crushed steatite and crushed sapphirite. Aha. So those did load too much. I'm not crazy. Sweet. Okay, I think I finally accomplished it. After much pain and anguish. I'm also realizing that this is unnecessary. Isn't it? Couldn't we just have these turn off when the circuit condition gets different? Or is that not going to work? No, that's not going to work because these each provide all three, right? So we do need a big buffer in the middle where we always make sure we have each one supplied equally. And if we have too much of a certain resource, it turns off, which it's done effectively. So like right now, we have enough bobmonium and rubyite, so it's only running the coal-focused one, which is good. That's very good. Sweet. Working as intended. All right. Well, I'm going to call it an episode here. Sorry that it's been a long one, and sorry we spent so long toying with circuits. I don't want to do too much more in this episode, just so that people who want to skip circuits can skip this episode, because not much has happened. But I look forward to joining you guys in the next episode where we can finally start using LTN properly. This was kind of the last kink we needed to work out. I'm sure we'll still have some issues crop up here and there, but this was the last thing I actually wasn't sure how it was going to work. And now we know it works, and we've tested it, and it works properly, and it only slightly over-delivers on what we're trying to deliver. So we just need to be aware of that as we design our whole LTN base. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.